And let's see you do the lumberjack drill.
Like this?
This.
Oh, that one.
You remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then hit it?
Yeah.
Oh,
do it.
okay.
All right, baby. Let's see it. Oh my goodness!
Worked.
Oh my goodness!
I thought I was gonna like shank that or something.
No. How good was that? Hey everyone, Shawn Clement here, Wisdom in Golf, and my new superhuman assistant, Savannah Meyer-Clement. I just smoked the 7-iron best I could. 92 miles an hour, 187 carry, right? Set. Wow. Jesus, look at that.
I feel like that was the exact same shot that Dad just hit.
It's just exactly the same shot, right? And I used that club. That was the exact same club I used. That was 186 carry. Ha ha ha. Right? Now, in order for you to get that kind of release in your swing, deep past the ball, you need to experience it. So if you remember the drill that Sav did with one hand, when you've got one hand on the club, you're allowing the club to be releasing you. So if I had, let's say, a sword and I'm cutting through a bamboo shoot, notice how my hand comes through first, then the shaft, then the tip of the shaft, and then everything releases over here. And if I go in the opposite direction, same thing again. So the tip of the shaft only catches up with my hand deep over there. Now, when we do what we call perpetual motion drill here at Wisdom in Golf, you're swinging back and through without stopping, and you're cutting the grass in each direction. Now, for so many of you who are used to hitting at the ball, you got that push on the club syndrome, right? You're shoving the club because you're afraid of missing the ball, and you got to push on the club with that trail hand. But then in the backswing, it's like a cross-handed swing. Now, cross-handed swings are really efficient, so much so that it's going to give you the right feel for your release. So when I'm cutting grass in the other direction, if you look at that in stop action while I'm talking, you'll notice how the handle came through first, then the shaft, then the heel of the club, then the toe of the club. Release. So there's a deep release going back, and then you want to mirror that with the release coming through, right, Sam?
Yeah.
So come on back. Show me that beautiful release through the ball again. Now feel the same snap going back. There it is. So did you feel, if you see that in stop action, now Sav's got the legwork. I mean,
yeah.
Right? This was, remember 3 years ago we were working on that and you're going, enough already, Dad, right? And then we started using the swing caddy, and then whoa, all of a sudden we got some legs. And so much so now that you got legs in the backswing.
Yeah.
So did you feel, so in the backswing you actually have, stand right there, I don't want to hit you. You actually have a kinetic chain, so I'm in my follow through. Then the brain goes to the ground.
Yeah.
Loads the ground with both legs, predominantly with that trail leg, and then pulls everything through for a nice snap into the backswing. And then as everything is floating up, right? Then your brain has the time to go back to the other side, use the ground, and then snap through to the other side, right?
Yeah.
So do that one more time. Feel that same snap in both directions. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, dual kinetic chain in action right there. So that's what everyone now is teaching. The first appearance of that was Mark Blackburn talking about, well, if you want to use the ground properly on the way down, you got to come up in the backswing. We've only been teaching this for 20 years now. You look at a YouTube video I did 15 years ago on this called Create Serious Speed, Shawn Clement. Go check it out. So we're using the ground in both directions, and this up and down action, you're already amazing at, right? So if you wanted to walk, Sav, start over there and walk back over here towards me. Normal walk, right? Did you notice how Sav's head's bobbing up and down? Mm-hmm. So you wouldn't walk like this, would you? None of this stuff, right? So this is very inefficient. If you want a good workout, walk like that for a couple of minutes and your legs are going to burn like crazy.
Yeah.
But if you want to walk for days, it's got to be up and down.
Yeah.
Skating is the same thing, skateboarding, the same thing. So we're amazing at this piston action, and this is what the human body does, and this is how you turbocharge the swing of the arms. Remember when you were a kid and you're standing on the swing and you want to go higher, you'd be pumping your legs.
Yeah.
So, and then when you figured how that, then didn't need me anymore to push you. Right? I'm going, yes, she can do it all by herself now. Let's see, use the weight of your arms and club to release you in that direction. Aha! Right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There we go. So the body essentially reacts to weight. And this is what I want to finish with is, if you take out your phone in your pocket right now and you start, putting together an important text, you're basically a statue.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I know many of you out there can walk around, stand on your head and text on your phone, but typically the vast majority of us are going to be like statues. If you're a dentist, same thing. If you're an architect, so there is a modus operandi, an operating system in your body that requires you to be quiet, to manipulate, to do stuff you need to do to survive. It's the same. Now, that is not the system you want to use as a lumberjack. Do you remember the lumberjack drill?
Yeah.
So go ahead and set up. We got a dandelion here. Get your golf set up. And let's see you do the lumberjack drill.
This?
This.
Oh, that one.
You remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then hit it?
Yeah.
Oh,
do a practice swing.
Okay.
Do a practice swing. So notice when you heave that back, you didn't do this.
No.
Right? I mean, so you'd never want to freeze your lower body to do that. So you feel the weight of your arm axe unit, you heave it back there, and as you heave it up, the body's getting out of the way, and everything's going up as your hands come back together, and then you just give it a snap out there, right?
Okay.
All right, baby, let's see it. Oh my goodness!
Worked.
Oh my goodness!
I thought I was gonna shank that or something.
No. How good was that? So you haven't rehearsed that in a while, and the only time you ever had to do that before was because I asked you to do it in a video, and that's the only time you practiced it.
Yeah.
That's how easy you can acquire this, right? So when you're using weight, you have the weight of that arm club unit. You notice how it's the weight of the club that releases you. And then you tune in to that feel, and the brain now knows how to use the legs to turbocharge that. Do a final perpetual motion for us. The perfect piston action. Sav, you're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy that, you guys. We'll see you next week. All the best.